What's happening, guys? Welcome back. So, as you can see by the thumbnail and title, we've got another little bit of a project going on the channel. Now, this was not planned in the slightest. This has all happened within like the last 24 hours, really. 24 hours. So, Rich and his little apprentice, Harry, they had a call come in from a guy that Rich knows that said he'd bought this car, always wanted one, and he took it somewhere to have all the welding done because it needed a bit of welding on it. He knew it needed welding when he bought it. Got the car, well, Rich collected the car from them to do a bit of engine work on it, whatever, and was told that all the welding was finished, all the welding was done, it was back solid, it needed the engine sorting and painting, and it was done. Yeah. It will be a very nice car, but it came back on the lorry, or on the back of the truck, and we went out and looked at it, and within 30 seconds? If that, we were both like, this is not good, really.
It's not what you would class as we would call our calibre of work. Yeah,
it's not. So what we're doing now is a 205 1.9 GTI. So we shall go and have a quick walk around it and show you it, but I don't really know what it is. So Rich knows more about it. What colour is it?
Serenity Green.
Serenity Green.
It's one of the very last. It's GTI 6 engine, I believe.
So it's not the cleanest of cars, but it doesn't on the face of it look too bad. What you say, it's got a GTI 6 engine. It's got a bit of a different engine and engine swap in it. Other than that, it's pretty standard, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a pretty standard car.
It's not all interior. Well, what's there of it is standard interior and stuff. It'll make a nice car when it's done. Don't get me wrong, but it wants a bit of love. That's it.
So I'll show you around the work that apparently is done. We start off on the front corner. This front panel here was damaged and needed sorting of some point. Now, the whole repair panel was supplied, and all they've done is cut that section out, see up there, and welded that in. Well, they have welded it in, but they also haven't welded it in because it's not actually stuck. You've got sealant down here, which is actually holding it on. We had a bit of a bar in it, or screwdriver in it yesterday, and that's actually flexing there because it's not fixed. So yeah, they've attempted to replace that.
Same kind of deal.
And yeah, the same as around here. If you look around the back, it's just all full of silicone and sealant, and it's just not the best. Up here, there've been various repairs and things, and they've just not been done very well. Front sill has been, or this front section here has been replaced, which again, it just hasn't been done the best, and it's not in the right place. Rear sill has been done, and this has been replaced as well. And if you can see on here, they've tack welded it in places. You can see this brown bit here. When we got the car back, the car was actually crying. It feels bad for itself. There's water coming out of that joint all the way along there, which means behind that panel is water, which is not really very good. So we've got to work out where that's coming from. Coming around to the back, you can see that under there is a repair panel, apparently, that's been put on. And, I mean, I'm not absolutely phenomenal at welding. I'm good at welding, but that is just...
It doesn't even qualify for a repair panel.
No. You've got bits of welding wire sticking off of it. It's not been attempted to be ground back or cleaned or any sort. It's just an absolute mess. Then coming inside the car, we get that repair in that back corner. Now, apparently this is acceptable and good enough. And we were talking to the owner, and he offered the garage the whole boot floor. You can buy the boot floor for these. He offered them a boot floor and they turned around and said, no, it's easier to patch it. And we've counted it, and we've got...
There's 7 or 8 patches to make that little piece there.
Sort of 300 square.
9 including that bit, and that piece in there, that is just sealer. It's just raw sealer.
The back of the part that we were just showing the outside, it's just covered in sealer. This has been pushed over the top of this, and this is still rotten at the bottom. If you feel it at the bottom, it's still rotten. Another patch and repair this side, which these look as bad, or this side looks worse from the underneath. I'll show you that. We'll get on the lift and show you that. This side isn't actually as bad, I don't think. There's a bit of repair work gone on here, which is actually not too bad. But then down here, this front wing, this is, all the fixings have just ripped out of the inner arch because it's rotten. It's absolutely rotten. And yeah, just not usable. This corner here, is there anything on this corner?
Yeah, it's in here. It's had a load of sealer shoved in it.
It's had a load of sealer thrown all over it just to, I imagine, hide welds or something. So yeah, it's not the best. We'll get it, go and throw it up on the lift, show you it underneath, and we'll bring it back up here and talk about what we're going to be doing. So we've got it up in the air. Let's have a quick look underneath. This leg, this side, if you can see, there's been sort of a repair on there, which is sort of welded-ish, sort of. Boot floor from the underside doesn't really look any better than it does from the top. Towing eye isn't actually, if I can get it, isn't actually connected to really anything. We've got dodgy repairs up here that have got no sealant, no primer, or anything on. Yeah, again there, we've got a hole where I don't even know what they've attempted to do there. I think it's been welded on top of the floor inside. Coming under it, chassis, it doesn't look too bad under here. It's just pretty much wherever's been tried to be repaired. Here, I don't even know what they've tried to do here. They've tried to weld to rotten metal, which is obviously not going to work. So that needs doing, that sill. All up here as well. Down at the front, pretty much same story where they've replaced this at the front. It's stuck, but not stuck and bonded, and yeah, it doesn't look the best. This side here, apparently the sill drops down to an extra about 15 mil this side compared to the other side, which isn't the best. We've got a bit here as well of rot, which doesn't look the best. This back here, I think this back corner wasn't too bad actually. We've got various different things. Up here, you can see up there, the bulkhead has started to go as well and rot on the seam, if that's focusing at all. Just about see it. So yeah, there's a fair bit still to do under here. Mechanically, the engine's coming out anyway, like we've said, which, considering this car came in to Main Automotive basically just for a bit of a underside restoration because all of the welding had been done and it was back to being a solid car. Yeah, it's not really the best. So I feel pretty sorry for me and Rich both can talk about it. I feel quite sorry for the owner and yeah, what he's been left with by somebody that apparently knew what they were doing. So yeah, hopefully we can resurrect it and bring it back to its former glory. So yeah, apparently that's finished, done, ready to be painted, have the engine rebuilt and go back on the road. I think it's quite far away from that case. So yeah, we've spoke to the owner and between us decided that, or between all three of us, decided that the best call of action for this is to strip the car down to a shell. I'm going to do the welding repairs on the car. Rich is going to sort out the engine, get that all sort of refreshed, rebuilt, cleaned and tidied. The owner wants to take all the suspension, rear beam, things like that. He wants them back so he can refurbish them, sort them out, and then
I'm going to give it an underside resto as well while it's being done now, because it's being painted anyway. It was going to be painted from the start. Whether we sort that or he sorts that, we've not got that far yet, because obviously there's more work involved than what.
And it's been very quick, and he wasn't expecting any of this. But yeah, He just wants it right, and we want it to be right as well. We both feel quite bad for him. It was nothing to do with us, but we both feel quite bad for him that,
Yeah, definitely.
unfortunately, in the car world, there are a lot of dishonest people out there, and it's just ridiculous. How anyone could
class it as a calibre of work that's acceptable on something. It's MOT repairs, and when you're going to go to the full extent of painting something and making it nice, the last thing you want to do is open boot and see
exactly
patchwork on what is rotten metal.
And we've been told by the owner who's spoken to the people that did this so-called work that apparently we don't know what we're talking about. It's fine, it's a good repair, and there's nothing wrong with it.
I think we'll let you decide
Yeah.
if you think that is an acceptable repair.
Yeah.
You put your name against, because I know I wouldn't.
No, it blows your mind. It really does blow your mind. So yeah, there's a new project going to be on the channel. I'm not sure how much content we're going to be getting out of it. It's not going to be as slow a burner as the Mark 1. We're going to try and get this done as quick as we can. But obviously I can't just drop everything, and Rich can't just drop everything he's doing just to be on this solely. But yeah, new little project. What do you think? What do you think? I never thought I'd have a 205 on the channel, and I have to say up until lunchtime yesterday, I never thought
French tin.
I'd have a 205 GTI on the channel. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting little thing. I think the plan is, first plan is next week, get it stripped. And then we can really see what's wrong with it and how far we're going to have to go.
The way I think we're going to do it is it's quite nice for Dan, for the channel, for you guys, and for me, and for Tom that owns it, who owns DT Performance Cars. It's quite a nice thing for all three of us to have the little series going on, so everybody can see the work that's been involved in it, everybody can see what's been done, how it's been done, and the finished article when it eventually gets done.
And it'll make a really nice car when it's finished. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm excited about it. It's going to be a great little series. We've still got other plans for other things, but this was just too good an opportunity to miss out on, really. But yeah, that's that. Let me know what you think in the comments. And who knows what we'll be doing next time. So yeah, make sure you subscribe. We've got plenty of rusty content to come. Until next time, guys, enjoy.